Okay, so once you register for Wix, which is not expensive, I forgot how much, but it's like a few hundred RMB per year, so it's okay. And you basically finish setting up your basic profile, and then you'll be on this page, right? What kind of website are you creating? Then here we can search coaching, for example. So they let us start with these templates, and let's say coaching professional. So here they ask us what kind of elements do we want, and then we just select. In my case, I didn't select anything because it was a purely information website in my case. So I just go next. Okay, this is something important. So you have two ways to edit it. So on the left-hand side, you see this ADI. It is like, it gives you a simple start. Things are more automatic, but then there is less room for customization. And this is a step one. So once you use the ADI to set up your website and you got all the basic content and the basic elements in place, you need to move to the editor to do fine tuning. But then the thing that you need to remember is that once you go to the editor, you cannot go back. So if you go back to the ADI, you will go back to the last ADI version. So all the edits which you have made in the editor version will be lost. Okay. So you use the ADI version to make the website until basically all the elements, all the blocks, all the contents are there. And then you switch it to the editor to do the final edits, fine tuning, and then launch it. Okay. So I make a mistake there. I didn't know. So it took me a whole lot of effort to restart it. It took me like many hours. So on the left-hand side, ADI, let's start here. Okay, and then you can, and a name here, and then you have a website. Let's skip it for now. And an email, let's skip it for now. So pick a theme. It gives you the basic like color profiles and the fonts. The one that I use is minimal. So let's go from here. Okay, then you pick a design here. There are different styles, but it doesn't really matter. Just pick one you like, and let's just start from anyone. Okay, then here, what are the pages that you need? You obviously need a about me. You need a service and testimonials for sure. And you may need a contact, an FAQ. Let's say you need these stuffs. Okay, you can edit later. So let's say you pick these 5 stuffs. I'll add this site. Is it clear from the side?
Yeah.
Okay. So you now got the basic elements. Here on the left-hand side, you can go to the different pages. So now we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pages. Okay. And then you can also see a menu. You can edit the menu, change the sequence. And then here is the content. And let's say we are in the home page, which looks like this right now. Okay, this is the home page. And then you pick the session design, first of all, to see which one you like. So let's say you pick this one, right? Let's just randomly pick one. Okay, and then is the header design. The header, you can check here. This is the header, or different like with a line or different headlines, just pick any one. After you pick it, you can customize it here. You can change the color. You can decide whether you want it to be fixed or you want to, when you scroll, the header will go away. The different settings of the heading. Let's say we go back. So we have done selecting this. Then you basically edit the content like this, very easy. Double click here. It goes to business name here, and I'll just leave it like this. And then you can add some elements, tagline. Oh, okay, it gives you automatic templates, which is nice. You can even add a logo image like this. And then you can set the image setting, like the size, and whether you can put a link. You can add an email, all these stuff, basically just click it. Okay, you can add a button, for example. Then it goes like this, get in touch button here. Then it changed the formatting like this. Okay, so this is the header. And then you go to the content. This part is it's like a welcoming. So here, do you see that there is a blue line surrounding this block? So this is called a strip. It's like a part on a page. A page is consisted of different strips. So this is a session or strip. So now you got a session like this here, like a welcoming. And then if you go down, let's say you get a my story here. If you want to edit my story, you just go like this, double click here. Okay, and then you go to description. Okay, you can change it here. Okay. And then if you want to change this picture, you just go like this, replace, or you want to do some formatting change, just here. Okay. If you go to replace, this is a very nice thing that I want to show you is that they got a good inventory of pictures. If you go to media from Wix, I like this one quite a lot. And then let's say here you want to use some picture about a family, and then you say family here, for example. Then you can change the filter, and then you can pick whatever, let's say you pick this one. Okay, and then in setting or position, you can adjust the formatting. Right here, media layout, you can also, it could look like a background, or it could look like a picture. So these are the settings, okay? And the scroll effect is also quite nice. If you go by, for example, this one, and then I'll show you how it looks in the preview. Go to preview. And then you can see the scrolling effect. No, not this one. Going here, okay? If you scroll, the background is fixed, you see? Or you can move with you in certain ways. So it's quite nice. So let's go back. Okay, and then you approach here. You can edit, this is like your selling point, right? Or your services. You can add items here on the left-hand side, you see? You can add an item. Okay, so now you got 4 kinds of services. And then here you can actually also edit the design. You go here and then you click the design. You see? Now you got 4 services in parallel. You can also show it in different format, right? Let's say you like this. Okay, then people can see like a slideshow.
Yes.
Is it okay so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rather fast. Because all the pictures are already there, you know, and you can just take those pictures at the start and then change them later.
Yes.
A lot of people get stuck finding pictures, but you can just use the stock standard pictures and then change them later.
Yes, and then good enough.
Add one service, add more services later.
Yes. I in my case, the standard pictures in the VIX infantry is good enough for me. I didn't use much else.
So easy for people to get caught up trying to find the right picture or the right logo, you know.
Yeah. And my logo, I pay for my logo on Vive. It's a platform. Yeah, I pay like several hundred RMB and get someone to do the calligraphy logo for me. Okay, so
you didn't use someone in our community, but that's okay.
Yep. So here, let's try to delete or add a session. Okay, so here, let's say you don't want this quote session, you don't want it. Okay, so you can duplicate it, move it, adjust type, delete it. Let's say you want to delete it now. And we're gone. And you want something else. So let's say below your surface, you want testimonial. You can add here, add a new session here. Okay. Testimonial or upcoming events. So let's say you check the testimonials. Okay, different styles. Let's say you want this one. Okay, then there you go. The list item right now, you can see 3 guys, and then the content here, you can change the content here. You go one step back. You can edit the items. You just want two guys here, so you just delete it. You see?
Yeah, just like that. That's not hard at all.
Yeah, it's quite easy, right? So the thing is, you have to finish all these like big things on the ADI. If you do it on the editor, it'll take you much more time. Okay.
Yeah.
So yep. So to do these kind of things on the ADI, make sure that you know what kind of sections do you want. The structure thing saves so much time. And then you can add the other pages. Let's say you want to go to the About Me page. Okay, and now you only got this, and you can even add something. And then you can see there are so many standard sessions that they provide for you. So here is like a whole session, and then here is like some elements within a session. Or you can, even make a form for people to fill in. So let's say you want to put a package and rating here. It's the same. As simple as this. Now in your About Me page, you have these 2 things, okay? Now let's say you want to see how does it look on the website. You go to the preview. Okay, then you see this. It's just like how you see it on a PC. And then you can check, okay,
you've also got the PC phone button up there. So you can see how it looks on the telephone quite easily.
Yep. And then you can also check the mobile version, okay? So let's check mobile here.
And that's getting more and more important as people are checking so much more just on their mobile phone.
Yeah.
You have a really, really wonderful, beautiful website, but so many people will just check it on their phone.
Yes, the mobile access is over 90% for sure. You see it? it gives you some degree of automatic formatting for the mobile version. Okay, and then here, if you go back to edit site, or you change the desktop or mobile version here, you can make changes here on the mobile. Okay, so the changes that you make here on the mobile version is just on the mobile version. It does not affect the PC version. So the PC version is the base, and then the mobile version is just for fine tuning for the mobile version. Okay.
Yep, and for mobile devices, you want to have kind of minimal text. Make it small. Yeah.
Text you can't.
It's already got a fees in there. It's already got fees in there. Wonderful.
Yeah, but you cannot cut the text. Oh no, you can. Let me. Okay, if you want to hide some of the.
Sometimes on people's websites, they have a lot of writing, but on the telephone model, you might not want so much writing because you know, a lot of people don't want to read your whole story on a phone.
You can go to the editor version. When you edit in the editor version, then you can decide to hide some elements, okay? But not in the ADI mode, I think. Yeah, not in ADI mode. Okay, just like this. Here, they don't allow you to edit the text. You know, to edit this text, go to desktop. But what you can do is to change do some formatting, fine tuning, which you can't really do here. You have to do it in editor. Here, you can only change the, the design template like this. No, well, this one, it doesn't give you much options. Let's do here. Let's say you change the design here. You see, you can go like this, or like this, or like this. So you think that on a mobile, it may look better like this. So you just check it. You see? Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want to buy a domain, you can also buy it from Wix. It's quite convenient. Okay. Basically, this is it on the ADI version. These are the key things. If you want to have a second level menu, it goes like this. Let's say you want to put taxonomial under surface, you set like this, sub item. Okay, then it's one level behind the surface. Okay, you see it? Let's say you have 3 different surfaces, you will put it this way. And then here, if you preview it, and you go to here, you see the surface has a second layer. Yeah. And it will look like this on a desktop. Okay. Yeah. If you want somebody to get in touch, they also can go here. Okay, it's a no link. Okay, you need to fix it. We did fix the link. Okay, I use the same form as well. So people just fill in this name and email and subject, and I will receive that email just like the one that you sent me.
Now, when it comes to scheduling sessions with clients as well, once they've initiated or you've got contact, be careful sending them links to click on. Like I use Calendly, and the idea is that you just give someone the Calendly link and they book a session. But a lot of people actually drop out right there. They get the link and they drop out. So I generally say to people, suggest 2 times that work for you. And I pick one of the 2 times that works for them or move it a little bit. So I generally say to clients, suggest 2 times rather than using a link. But I might include the link anyway and say, you know, suggest 2 times at work for you, or click the link, and make sure, you know, in a day, preferably a day or less, check. Make sure what session did you book in.
Yep. This is a good idea. In my case, I'm not using calendar function because a lot of my clients are in mainland China, and they don't have this habit to use a calendar, so they prefer to just add my WeChat, and then we just manually arrange there. And it's nice because we can have a direct chat, and then we can arrange a prospect call. So it's actually much nicer to do it offline.
Yeah. Well, in the Facebook world, a lot of people like in the Facebook, and I think in my coaching circles, we're using and relying on these links, but they weren't so aware of how much we're dropping off.
Yeah. So of course, from Facebook point of view, they want to lock everything in their ecosystem, but the customers don't want to follow them.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
so here,
people that add you on social media. They add you on social media, say a couple of things, and then they're like, "Here, click on this link to book a session." It's like, did they just try to sell me something?
Yeah, because it's not for business like us. They do like really mass market kind of business. In our case, it's so much more personalized.
Did you choose all your information here? Did you choose it beforehand and then put it in? Or did you use this and just put it straight in and make it up as it goes? Or what was your strategy for getting all your information in there?
Both would work. In my case, I just type it on the website. But when I do translation, then but you don't need a translated version, right? You only have English version, right?
Yeah, I only have English version, but I'm a bit more thinking about how you did it, Keith. Do you recommend someone just opens up Wiccan, and if they've never done a web page, done a web page, would you say just open up Wix and go through this, or would you say sit down with a pen and paper and work it out on a pen and paper first?
If your website is simple, then you can just do it directly on Wix. If you have so much, a lot of complexity in the content, and if you have a bilingual version, it will help to stay a bit more organized through other editor, like a Word or something. So in our case, if we're just talking about individual coaching, and we want to, give a lot of personal touch and try to do things in a one-on-one talking basis, then I think it's okay. We just manage online. And if you want to change something, we just go to here and change and publish again. It's easy.
Don't waste too much time getting IT stuff ready. Just get it done, get it out of the way, and start pursuing business.
Yeah. Then once you actually see the live website through your PC or through your mobile, and people give you feedback, then you change from there. Yep, it's quicker. Okay, now let's say we finish the ADI editing. Okay, let's change some design thing. Let's say if we want to change the color, it's here, the color theme. You see, so let's change the color theme. Okay, maybe we're not seeing it on this page. Well, anyway, so we can add the fonts and color scheme, and they apply to all the website. Okay, and animation as well. Here, if you go by, like, for example, fade, then they apply everywhere. You see, this is the kind of thing that you want to do on the ADI. When you go to editor, you can't apply a global setting like this. You need to change every element one by one if you go to editor. So now if you click fade, then everything will apply the fade. But in this one, for example, you want the fade to come in a longer duration, for example. then you edit this element in editor and say, okay, I want it to take 3 seconds to appear. Okay, so this is the kind of customization at the editor level. Cool. I think this is the key things about the ADI version. So now we go to site, okay, and okay, go to editor. Before we move to editor, do you want to do you have any question?
Questions, buddy. Just impressed at how quick someone can do this, you know?
Yeah. Yep. So it gives you a warning. Once you change, you can't go back. Or if you go back, you go back to this version in this ADI version, okay? So let's switch to editor.
Yeah. That makes sense from my little IT background, you know. The Addy puts in lots of code and puts in a lot of your stuff. This can really speed up the journey for someone. And if someone's got a bit of an idea, like I might do a second niche. I really like the way yours is mentor Keith, and you know it's around you. And if you want to try out a different niche, you know you can quickly go through Wix and make another page for a different niche or a different title.
Yeah, it can take quite a lot of time to do that kind of let's say the structure to decide the structure. I actually had a 3 big version change. I can show you in a while how my website look in the current state. I can show you later.
In our Google, in our coaching accelerator sheet, somewhere in there, you got a breakdown on how to hit the marketing from a messaging point of view, like you know, what's the pain point, how to interview your clients, how to capture the right language, and how to put it together on here. But in the past, what I've been encouraging people to do is use an Excel sheet and then have the IT guy do
Sorry, Adrian. The website is taking up too much bandwidth, so I can't hear you. And let me turn off my audio and my voice just for it to load it first, okay? Okay, so we are in the editor mode now. So on the top left side is the page. Pretty much the same. Here you decide you want to edit the desktop or mobile version, but always start with the desktop. The mobile is for like final formatting tuning. So you see in the editor mode, if you click on here, you see you can even change the size of each box, and there are a lot of more customization that you can do here. For example, the button. If you go like this, you can change the button text, the button layout, the button design. So now let's use a button design like this, okay? And you can even further customize like this. So here, you see the button design, okay? So this is how you can customize everything. The background, the text. Okay. And then even the menu, for example, manage menu. No, not here. Layout. And design. You see, there are many design. Then you can further customize. When you click it, how does it look? When you mouse over, see? Okay,
yeah,
now we are
getting too into the detail, and people got to make sure they get their page up and running and then come back and do the detail afterwards, don't they?
Yeah, you can change this stuff later.
Yeah.
You can totally do it later.
And quick start, come back to the fine tuning afterwards.
Yes. So when you go to the editor, one thing that I still recommend to do is to change the formatting on the mobile version because it looked quite ugly before.
Yep.
You see this alignment, you see, it's quite ugly. Then you can change, you double click, show the tools. You need the.
And a lot of people like me are actually very weak in the visual intelligence, if you want to look at it like that. So I know this doesn't look good, but I'm not that confident in making this look good. So if I've got the Wix page done at this point, I would hand over control. I would hand over my password to someone I trust, like Yolanda, who has visual intelligence. I'll pass it over to her and have her go through and make it look better.
Okay, yeah, sure. So basically, this is it then. Here you can, check which are the layers that exist here, the layers, and then if you want to change the text design, okay, you can change the font size, alignment, and then here you can change the width, the height, position, just like a PowerPoint, okay? Basically, this is it. I think on the mobile version, the key thing is to adjust these kind of formatting on the editor version. Then you're pretty much done.
Excellent.
Yep. If you want to add different elements like different business tools, like you want to track the sales, close some payments there, or add a blog, there are many apps standardized that you can just add in. You can just pick from here. I'm not using many. I just want to keep it simple.
There's a lot of mixed views. There's a lot of mixed views about putting money up. A lot of people say don't put your prices up. Some people like to put the prices up. If they're affordable, I really like to have the prices up, because sometimes if it's affordable for me, it's like easy. And some coaches I've looked at, I remember a trainer that trained me about 12 years ago. I looked up her website and she was really affordable, like $150 US or something. And she taught me like 10 years ago. So I was able to see that and just go, oh, straight up. And I just booked a session off her and had one with her. But a lot of people won't put their prices up, and pros and cons both ways, hey?
Yes, I struggle a lot this question. So at the end, I put it in a very hidden place. It's the very bottom of my FAQ page. So very few people find it. The only people who are serious may find it.
Are the ones that are seriously looking.
Yeah. Most of the people won't find it in my case. Okay, so basically this is it. You can like publish. And so maybe after publishing, if you want to regret about some changes and you want to go back in the site tools, you can go to the history version, site history. Okay, they save every single history. So it's very good. You don't need to use a word processor to keep track of all the versions of your writing, because in the site history you can find it. Yeah, that's it. And some SEO stuff, like when people do a Google search for your website, they will guide you to optimize the choice of words, or some like meta test. That is for Google search engine to read, and they have step-by-step guides here. In my case, I don't use it because my model is heavily referral based. Yep. So basically this is it. Do you want to see how my website looks like on the editor?
Oh, if you like to show it, yeah.
Okay, so this is my website. And let me see. Site. Yeah, add this site.
I was saying I was impressed in how you just took action and started coaching people, and how I thought that was so awesome that you just started moving forward and working with people. And now you've got the website and you're ready to charge. Some people might start with paying clients up front at the very start, some do it later, but it's just the fact that you've helped so many people in the last 12 months. It's just awesome. And what a great way to solidify your skills.
Thank you, thank you. I'm also surprised. I didn't know where this motivation came from. It's just some kind of calling, I would say. I also don't know why somehow they gave me this gift, so that I'm creating a new school of psychology and all this stuff. So I'm very thankful. I don't know where it came from. It's not from me, I guess. I'm quite a lazy person, you know. So this is my
I hear
website.
that sometimes, and
Because
I'm lazy too. I am that lazy. I work so hard on my business because I'm lazy.
yeah, I get that. I get that. I know what you're saying. So here you see, I have a multilingual thing. So it would take up so much more time because the formatting is very difficult. If you have a bilingual, especially between Chinese and English, and Chinese is shorter in terms of the space that it takes up on the screen. So this is my website, and so this is how it looks in the editor. And the page structure looks like this. People may struggle with the page structure. I now put a home like this, and then service. There is a service page, and then under service page, there's 6 kind of service: testimonial, FAQ, contact, and then I have 2 pricing page, which is very hidden under the FAQ. And I also got an error page in case somebody typed the website incorrectly. And Lightbox is something like an ad. It pops up when somebody performs certain function. Like if they stay on a page for 20 seconds, then I will pop up my name card so that they can save it and spread it to their friends. This is how I use it. It looks like this.
Live
you
box,
see?
pop-up box, yep.
Yep. So my setting is that when somebody stays in my testimonial or FAQ page for 20 seconds, it pops up.
And what do you want them to do to save their card? You just want them to right-click Save As or something?
Yes. Yes, and
Yeah.
then they can use the WeChat to send the picture to somebody else, and they just QR code scanning, and then they can see my website.
Yep.
Right. One thing to show you. I struggle a lot about the About Me structure here because I have About Me under Home, and I have another About Me page in the beginning. But then I decided to put everything in the Home, and then the About Me actually start from here. And then you see this thing here. This is called an anchor.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, the anchor. So I don't have a standalone About Me page. When somebody clicked About Me, it actually moves to the anchor position here on the home page. Okay, this is called anchor. This thing.
It's a different anchor to what we're used to in NLP, but yeah, it's an anchor. I like this. A story of a crazy man. 2 crazy men on a Zoom call.
Exactly. Yeah. Gallery. It's kind of the same. You can change the change images, change settings. Let me show you. Yep, this is the change images. And then the settings, the design, you see?
Yeah.
What else I want to tell you?
All right.
No, I guess pretty much that's everything. Something else you want to ask?
No, that's it for now, Keith. That's it for now.
Okay.
I
then
like
will
how you
end
can
this.
show how easy it is to get rolling.